Hello, welcome to Factorio. If you don't know what you're getting into, it's very interesting that you clicked on this. I feel very blessed. This is an automation game about getting stranded on an alien planet and having to build your way out all by yourself with the power of science. I've played this several times. I've never beaten this game. In the original game, I did not finally beat it because I didn't care about that, because as soon as I beat it, the game would be over. In this, the one and only DLC, Space Age, I have gotten to your split. You can go to other planets. I got to one other planet, and then I got overwhelmed. So, I'm getting an itching to play again. Like, look how intimidating this looks. We're going to start a new game. And it's just going to be like, just a regular old game. I don't think anyone does any of these game scenarios. We're just playing an ordinary game. We're not changing anything crazy. Most of the stuff I've never even, like lithium brine, never play with that. I'm just gonna leave it the intended way. I don't even have any mods installed really, so actually I don't think it's actually any. So let's just see what happens. The cinematics. Gotta get the cinematics started. Well, here you go. You can take a look if you want to read. I'll read it out, actually. Welcome to Factorio Space Age Free Play. Your task is to dispatch an interstellar space platform. You will need to research advanced technologies in order to unlock the rocket silo and discover other planets. Start small, work your way up with automation, construct a reliable base of operations, and reach for the stars. Protect yourself from the native species, of which there will be many, as they might not appreciate your presence. Oh. Here I go playing Factorio again. I don't know who's going to watch this that actually is familiar with this game. And if you do, God bless you. Appreciate you. First things first, I'm just cleaning up the stuff because I know it can give me something useful. Iron plates, something we will definitely use. These don't give me anything. These aren't giving me anything at all. So I'm kind of done with that. This has some stuff. I think you can store things here, but you can also break it up. And I don't know if that actually, like, gets me anything. Yeah, it gets me several things, actually. Okay, first thing we need is coal. So, one of the first things you get in this game is, like, okay, you have these mining drills. Oh, God, E. So, these are burner miners. We need to mine a little bit of ore. And then we can put it in here, and it'll start doing it itself. What we really need is we'd really like more of these. Because if we make more of them, then we can, what's it called? We can make more of these and it can start be like self-sustaining. What we'd love to do is get some iron ore. This is copper. That is not going to be as important early on. Look how pretty these trees are. Oh, they even like move and dither a little in the wind. It's very nice. I like it. Those red spots on the map over here, we'll get to that eventually probably. If we end up doing this, I'm sure we will come across that. This is not how you really want to do this long term, but you got to start somewhere. We need the ore so we can smelt it into plates to make the plates to do everything else we want to do. Before part of this game, a lot of it is automation, and we will eventually be automating a lot of things, hopefully. But that day is not today. We will automate a little bit, maybe, if I pay attention and remember how to play the game. Already, I do not like the distance between these. This is kind of agony. Oh boy. So I'd like to, yeah, give me this. I really want to make another burner mining drill. Because in theory... Okay, another thing we could do, we could put this in our hotbar. Might be helpful. So now they're going to feed into each other so they can just start getting a lot of coal. And we're happy with that. One of the problems, though, is that we need a lot more iron. So let's go mine a bunch of iron. We kind of want to make another burner drill just for the iron because it can do things while we're away. And that'd be really nice because this ain't it. This is not long-term sustainable. Now, do I really want to run coal back and forth? No. But it is what it is. Oh boy, what am I getting myself into? So this game gets a little intense later. Not in like a, oh my god, it's frantic action back to back. But you have to think a lot. And sometimes you just don't want to think. So we'll see how fraught we end up being with all of this. Okay, we have more of this. We're going to make another one. And you know what? We're going to take some coal. And we're going to go deposit this up here and have it start mining iron. Because we really need the iron. Early game, this is the most important thing I could be doing. There's lots of people who play this game very quickly that are much better at this. And those people are not me. And they would be being more efficient right now. But let's try to kick ourselves too much. It's pretty simple. It's also not the greatest spawn in the world. These are not bad patches. This is not a bad amount of coal. Like, at the very least, we can be proud of that. And we're going to be proud of that. We just got to keep moving. We just got to keep going. It's getting to be night. The night doesn't make a lot of difference right now. Like, it gets harder to see, but we have a flashlight and there's not that much going on. Oh, right. So we'd really need a chest. So we can make a wood chest. Let's make a wood chest. Because that'll let us actually start collecting. I forgot entirely about this as a requirement. So that, then it's so how it works, it'll spit like one ore onto the ground. And it'll be like, oh, we're full. Let's not bother making anymore. And it won't. And that's not going to work for us. We really need it to be a little more extra. I think we just want to make more burner mine drills. We're still like totally blocked by this. We need stone to make these furnaces. So maybe we'll end up gathering more stone. Who knows? So you can do a little thing where you do this. And now they're like working together. And this will spit out. It's not going to work quite yet. But soon we need more iron. This is going to be for a while. I regret to inform you that this is going to be a lot of what we're doing for a minute. One of the first things we like to do is get electricity, because then we don't have to transport coal for everything. Some things will still require coal. In fact, electricity will require coal. But it will unlock a lot of things for us. Okay, keep this going. Oh, Lord. This is going to be funny if I end up getting the chance to play this long term, because this game opens up into something kind of crazy. And I really don't know how many people are going to appreciate that. But I will. And if that's the only person, that's okay. We'll see what happens. I was really hoping to find some more like rocks, because it's a lot more effective to just mine the rocks like these. Here we go. This gives me 22. And remember how how slowly we were, how slowly we were getting the iron. The stone would be exactly the same. So we really need, this is a lot easier for now. In this game, there used to be like pickaxe upgrades, so your pickaxe gets better. I don't know if I think they kind of just removed them because they're like, well, this isn't Minecraft. If you're mining, you're not really doing what you need to do. So they just don't let you do that really at all. All right, I'll hurry it up. I need iron. This is ridiculous. Oh god, this is silly. This is not a great spawn. A different spawn. I could have maybe been a little faster. Hopefully this will work for a while. This is really what it's all about. Mining more isn't really helpful because I'm just kind of like transporting stuff. Ideally, soon, we won't have to be transporting very much. Okay. Let's do 2 more. And then we're going to chop more trees. Yeah, this is a bad spawn. I'll explain more of why this is a bad spawn later, but just take my word for it that this is not very good. Okay. There's also lots of keyboard shortcuts, so I just pressed Control and then pulled from this. And that let me get those 3 coal. That stuff is important. Okay, so we just unlocked steam power because we crafted 50 iron plates. It's just that simple. It's just that easy. And we're making more anyway. Okay, we want more iron. We want the first thing we're going to do with power. T is the research tab for some reason. I don't know why. Technology, it's for technology. So the first thing we're going to get is probably this, where we need electronics. So we need to craft 10 copper plates. So we're going to mine a little copper just so we can unlock that. We are also not going to... We're going to make a couple more wood just because it'll be simpler this way. We got to put it in the right spot though. Okay, we're just going to put a whole amount. You can also do this, which is very handy. Although, Q gets rid of things. God. It's going to become second nature. I won't even think about it. But right now, oh boy, especially when there's really not a lot to talk about in terms of what is going on. This is going to be a lot. Let's load it up. Oh boy. We need another furnace. We'll probably need a lot of these actually. Let's just get it going. We're going to add more coal. And then, I forgot, we're going to get the copper. We're going to get the copper. We just need 10. We'll need more later, but like, let's just get power gen going. With a few more iron plates, then we can start mining some of this. We're not going to need it for a while. I say that completely out of my ass from like watching different people play this game recently. So I might be wrong. Oh, we'll see soon enough. We can make 5 of these. I think we're going to need every single one of those for now. Even if you could be like, oh, we might be able to use them for something else later. Maybe, but like, maybe not. And you, like, sure, are we going to need like wood crates forever? No, it's not going to be that important long term. Now we need to do this, and to do this, we need to make a lab. To make a lab, we need electronic circuits and transport belts. So we just need copper plates and we need iron plates. So we're going to be seeing that there's intermediary steps between things. So the copper, these things turn into plates. The furnaces turn the ores into plates, like gets rid of the slag or whatever. Then we manipulate those states. In this thing, we're turning, for the burner drills, we're turning plates, some plates into, where are they? Into gears. 2 plates makes 1 gear. Copper plates is going to make 2 cables, etc., etc. They all have their own special ratios and everything, which is a joy, and we're going to love that. That's a great amount. I think we're going to put this in the hotbar. The hotbar is our friend. We need to respect the hotbar because it loves us. And you better act like you're loved if you want to be loved. And we'll put the copper here too, just because like eventually this will fill up with a bunch of random bullshit. But for now, we want this. We want these to be moving. Okay, so we would want to make a lab, but we need more of everything. 3615. So you can click the specific item and it'll just build them for you. So for instance, these are really handy and we might start using them very soon. Actually, we're gonna, I want to make these right now. All right, we're not gonna get the lab to start. We're gonna make these. We're gonna make a lot of these because we need them. Oh, this is not overwhelming, but to make this an interesting thing to watch, this could be a lot. We're gonna put down more of these because we could really use some more iron going, and we have more. So let's like, all right, and you can deposit half by pressing right click when you're holding control. Crazy town. I'm not too worried about hand taking out coal because it's just not that big a deal so far. But long term, that will be very bad. We will not want to do things by hand as much as possible. We want these. Okay. So these are some classic components of this game and probably of a lot of automation games, of which this is one. We have these drills and we love them. But what we need is to not have to walk so far to do anything worthwhile. So what these can do, first, let's just collect one. It's a little nice pathway to run on. Makes us a little faster going down. And you might be like, well, you have to go both ways. So why don't you start building them both ways? That's very inquisitive of you, and I respect you for it. But we got bigger fish to fry. Plus, anyway, we're getting more iron soon. We're getting copper too. Copper is not going to be as like important as right now, but we will take it. We want to make some burner inserters. These are not ideal. Again, with electricity, our whole world will change. But for now, this will do. So the burner inserters, they take something and then they move it. But they require coal or wood. They require something flammable as a fuel. Not super amazing. But, look, now we don't have to walk the entire goddamn way. So, not only can it take out of things, it can also put things in. It can grab from this zone and then bring it right over into something else, like a furnace. Oh boy. This really was a bad spot. So much distance. I'm not too worried. Again, as you can see, copper is not really gating us off from much right now. What's really hurting us is the iron. Like, there's just none left there. What? Oh, it's already full. That's why. Sorry, I'm going to keep pressing escape because I'm so used to that, like, doing something. Okay. We also should put these right here. Okay. If you do this in front of you, you can run on them while you go. That's handy. We still don't have enough. If I hold the F key, it will pick up things off the ground. So I can just stand here for a second and slurp up all this ore. As you can see, it's only on one side of the belt. That's not our ideal. We'd like to use the entire belt because we have all this. But that's not a problem yet. Okay. I forgot to pull out. That's not good. You want to remember to pull out, or you're going to have problems in your life. Oh, God. This is going to be a lot easier to talk about once we're making real progress. So far, though, it's small. Now, we could make it better by just making more, just putting down more miners and stuff. Which, why not? Let's do it. We got some coal. Not that much. Okay. Why don't you go there? And we'll make a couple more chests. We're not gonna be too precious. Wood is useful for some things, but this is its like where it really shines in this one moment. After this, whatever. You do use it for some things, and you'd be surprised that you do, but you gotta be ready for it. Oh, God. I swear. Choop, 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 choop. And we want more coal, because this is getting a little too... We're getting a little too little here. We want to make 2 more of these. And more transport belts. We really need them. Okay. Now. Same deal. Need to make a few more of these. But this is just straight up better. And we're just going to load these up. We're going to... Oh, we took all the fuel out of there. Ooh, these sounds. Okay. Okay, those are probably never going to run out as long as we use them. One thing burner cers are useful for is that if they pick up coal, they can always load it into themselves. So they can always fuel themselves if they're, like, taking coal. So that is worthwhile, actually. Okay, this is a lot better than nothing. But to make it even easier. So the platonic ideal we have here is to, like, not have to touch anything with our filthy, filthy little hands. And in this case, you know, we're pretty good. We got 70 ore right there. That's great. And then we're going to deposit you. And we're going to take half out of here and put you here. Okay. Just forgetting how everything works. I would like... I don't know. I kind of want to make more of these. Is that wrong? Is that really so wrong? Oh, boy. I would fast forward this, but these are the humble beginnings that really give us the perception of what makes life worth living. Because it will never be this simple again. Like, literally, it's already getting less simple every moment. And I'm already have to make decisions on what I want to heckin' do with this. I don't want to make this many, please. I don't need that many burner mining drills. It's just not the case. Let's put these here. We are going to just start. We're gonna make. We're gonna do our solemn duty and make more of these chests. We can make iron chests, which are immediately better, but right now The capacity is not something we're concerned with. Okay. Okay. Now that we did that, I think we can make one lab. So this is queuing up a bunch of stuff. Now, right now, we can only make things by hand. Later, we'll have a machine that can make it for us. But that day is not today. Or that time is not literally right now. It'll eventually happen, I promise you. Or else this game would never work. It's integral that we don't do everything by ourselves. Okay, so we can make these. And we can make them ourselves with our own greedy little hands. So let's put down our... But one important thing that I have neglected to mention is we need power. Without power, a lab can't work. We all know this inherently. So we need to do things that will make power. And so we're going to do the things that human beings have been doing for a very, 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 very long time. We're going to burn stuff and make water go up. And that's going to be enough. We need more we need more iron, though. Oh, boy. We need one boiler. We need 2 steam engines. Ideally, we have 2 steam engines. Oh, because we used all our iron to make this. Duh. It's a bunch of copper for this one little guy. Okay, we're going to knock that off for now because we need to build other things. We're also going to need a pump because we got to get the water from somewhere. And we're going to need one more steam engine. So how this works. We take a pump. We go to this water mass, which is very conveniently located. It's crazy. I wonder why they have this here. And then we're going to attach a boiler. So we're going to try and be a little mindful about what we're trying to do. We need more pipes. We're going to make some. We will need pipes a lot in this game. This is going to be filled with coal as far as we can do. Then we're going to have this thing start generating. We need a electric pole. Connected. So now we have power. It'll only run when we need it. And we need it for these labs. But first we have to select a research. So we have this science pack. So now we can research things and make better things. The first thing we want to do is we want to make electric mining tools, I think. And we're gonna make more science because this is gonna be the proverbial engine that keeps us going forward. Hey Travis, welcome. I do read chat. Sorry, this game in the early game is so hard to talk about. I'm just trying to keep my concentration to say about anything. I appreciate you tuning in. I do talk to chats. I just have to see them, and oh boy. This game, as I'm sure you know if you played it, takes a little bit to get started in. But the other benefit is we spend a lot of time just hanging out. This game is definitely worth playing. You kind of have to like, I don't know how to put it. You have to kind of have a certain like attitude about it. This isn't a role-playing game. This isn't a you don't have to take it super seriously. But you have to be satisfied with like just making your own goals, because the game has things it'll ask you to do, But you gotta kind of like be motivated for yourself because there's no story. You just kind of gotta get invested for your own reasons. Hope that makes sense. I hope you're still here too. We're only now just getting started in any way, shape, or form. We could stand to maybe make another lab. Granted, we have so few resources. Honestly, we might have to start. We might need another little. All right, we need to bump up production. That's one thing you need to learn in this game is like, no matter what happens, you just need to make things like, make more things happen. And right now, the thing that's in the way is that we just aren't making enough iron. So let's just make more iron. You can just do that. You can just make more of the thing you need. It's unreal. We are going to get more of these. We're going to make more burner miner drills. Because we don't have electric ones yet. And these are fine. We need to make more infrastructure that I don't care that much about. But that is going to be a nice, easy thing to do. Actually, we're going to be a little more clever. Remember I mentioned earlier that there's two sides of this belt? You know, we don't need those boxes. We can do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. This will be even. So we're going to skip out on having these, like, these anyway. Because they're just not needed. And we'll save them using for other things. Okay. But now I need to put these on these sides. We're gonna do this right. I guess we can start it here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, just more iron. It's just that simple. And we can be even crazier, actually. We have the means. Let's act like we do. Like, look at this. This little guy cannot keep track. Cannot hold up to this. So we need to help it along. We need to say, okay, let's release you of your mortar coil. And let's use our inserters a little more what's the word? Liberally. Okay. Again, these need coal. I don't know why these aren't picking anything up, though. Grabbed item. Pick things up, baby. What is going on? Oh, okay, so these were already kind of full. So the beauty of this is that now that we have this here, if the drills mine too much, then it just won't put it in. And then that's fine. We're totally okay with that. Man, I really need to catch chat sooner. I am such a baby streamer. I do not know what I'm doing. Appreciate the app, though. It is kind of fun to be like, oh, all these first time things, because where else would it come from? Oh, we're done with our... No, we're not done with our research. We just need more bottles. And we're just gonna start making a bunch of them. Worst comes to worst, we'll make gears, and early game, we're gonna need a lot of gears. You know, we should just make more furnaces. But we need more stone. So here we go. This is how this game works. You just decide you need more things and you just figure out how to get them. Now, again, this is kind of a terrible, starting world because we're so far away from things that make a difference. Oh my gosh, these are actually empty. That's crazy. They've just been that active. I'm surprised. Like, ideally, we'd be getting to these so much faster. Again, this is way better than like mining the like rock deposits that are in the ground. But if they were closer, we'd be in a much better state. But we're not, so we're not going to complain about it. These are liars. There should be more of these rocks for me to mine, but there aren't. Boo. It's actually kind of using a good amount of coal. We're going to take out, please. I'm going to take out half. There we go. Alright. At least we have a nice little mobile walkway. It makes me feel like in the Jetsons, which is not a show I care about, or that I think anyone cares about anymore. Hell, they might have never cared about it, to be perfectly honest. Alright, we got lots of iron. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to do. We're almost done with this. I think we should make another lab, though. So we're going to stop this. We're going to go crazy and make 3 more labs. That's probably enough. And we're going to get even a little more clever. So, one thing that's cool about these labs, almost anything you can put items into can also store those items. So in this case, we can say, all right, we're going to put all of our science into here, and it's just going to start loading it into here. And you might say like, oh, well, we can do multiple things out of one box, but it's like, okay, we put this here. But instead of that, we can just like not do it like that. It'll just pass through like this. And then all we have to do is connect some power. And then we're happy. We need wood. Again, like I said, wood, you would not expect to need that here, but you really do. So now we have electric drill, which means that we can stop using the burner drills. It's working okay right now, but this is going to be our next thing. This is going to be the machine that can make things for us, so we don't have to make it by hand. Which is a real super drag, and it will be a drag forever. We will do it. It's helpful, but like, it's not the end state that we're looking for. Oh, if you press tab, you can go on the map. This red is our pollution cloud. So this red hits these reds, we're gonna be in a little trouble. And that's what I'll say for now. And I'm not looking forward to it. It's not the part of the game that I relish, especially early on, but it's something. Also, pipes block your way. Very fun. Okay. And then more coal to here. And then choop choop. How much coal's in here? Some. Alright, we're going to research at 3 times the speed now. Assuming we are making the science, which I forgot to be doing for a while. Okay. We might do military next. That might give you a little bit of reason to know what's going on here. Why would we need military? What does that even mean? What is a military? Military is something that will protect us from the alien menace, which is going to be a very relevant threat for the foreseeable future. So I think we might actually start mining a little bit of stone, because it doesn't take that much effort. And this is stone? No, that's just a patch. Okay, that's stone up there. Of course. The others are just plain, what's it called? Just decoration. Just for show. Okay, I don't have coal. Shit. We should just make more coal. Again, if you ever have the thing of like, oh man, this was taking too long. What am I gonna do? I just have to wait. No, don't wait. Just do more. Be brave. Be reckless. You're gonna be fine. What could happen? It's not like you're gonna be invaded by aliens or something. Right? Right? Invaded is actually kind of a strong word. We're kind of the invader, if you think about it. Not that it was on purpose, but I'm sure there's a lot of invaders that got places on purpose, like on accident, but just ended up there. But we're still a menace. More coal. And more burner miner drills. We gotta stop those for a bit. Also, we really don't want to be making all of them. It's just not efficient. We're just not going to do that. We will need more of these. That's one of the stone things we got. Military's done. Now, let's see. Let's make a gun turret. This is not required right now. Right now is doing a lot of work. Okay. So what is taking... again, I'm just going to get a little stone going because I don't... We will need stone later. And it might be nice to have a little bit in stock. That's all I mean. That's all I mean to say. We might also want to... Yeah. Little noise going on first. 49. No, you don't need that much. Let's see, where's our pollution cloud? It's not getting gigantic, which is good because we cannot afford a big gigantic pollution cloud for a while. So trees pick up some pollution, which you would expect, but not that much, especially when we have like very few trees. Like, look at this, we're in a goddamn desert, literally. Makes some things easier, but not a lot of things. Alright, we have some science. We'd actually like to start just making it automatically. We're going to need some assembly machines to do that. And we're very happy to have them, because we will need them desperately. And we're going to even put them here. They're that important. So we're going to put this here. We're going to move this right here. Also, we are going to make a powered inserter because we're right here with the power. That's sort of the whole deal, like, we're working towards. Okay, we're going to do this here. We're going to put a power pole right here. And we're going to make red science, so we don't have to do it with our sticky bare hands. And we're also going to set up a chest that has the ingredients that we want to put in there. And we're just going to make a few of these because we will need them. We will desperately need them. Ugh. I think Travis left. That's too bad. Lesson learned. I will learn this lesson many times. I gotta keep an eye on things. Keep an eye on chat. Or... I suppose there are people that probably don't read chat and just sort of like do their own thing. I don't know how successful they are with that. But God bless them. We are also... okay. This is already a little bit... It's already getting jank. Which is normal. We expect jank. We just learn to appreciate it. This is why we just make more of the things we need. Because we're going to need more than we think. Any project you work on, you're going to need more of them. No matter what. So we need gears. And we just don't want to make them ourselves. We might as well just have it be done here. And there's no sense. So with these, you can like block. So you don't make more than you need to. We're not going to need more than 100 like stocked up. And so if this fills up, then we'll stop making them. And then we'll stop using power and resources on things we don't need. That's all we can really ask for. Okay, we're going to take a break. We're going to appreciate things for a while. And we're just going to start... we're going to do some more automation. We're going to... Okay, no, let's not make that many. Research is done. Logistics. That's very important here. I kind of want to... Well, let's get another thing going. Let's just do our red science. Since we have it figured out, we'll eventually need more complicated things. But right now, we just want things that work. That's all we want, is things that work. Let's make some ammunition. Just because. No particular reason. Alright, we're going to do this. And we're gonna make some armor. Again, who could say why we need armor? We need wood for a shotgun. And I want a shotgun. So we're gonna get... That wasn't enough. Of course not. Be too simple. And then we're going to make shotgun shells. We're going to drop this pistol because it's, we don't care about it. I forgot how to drop things. Q? Z. So there's just a pistol on the ground in the middle of the trees. It's kind of artistic. Like, if I wasn't here, you'd be like, it's kind of aesthetic. And the smoke rising? I don't know. I think that says something. I don't think it says much, but I think it says something. How are these? It's still got plenty to work with. Alright, so we are going to go and... First, I forgot how to... How do we, like, pick weapons? I don't remember this. E? E? Okay. I don't know. I know they can't... Okay. Getting deeply into talking to myself. So, what are we going to do? How are we going to do it, rather? I know what we're going to do. I'm not revealing it because I'll get demonetized. No, I won't. But, because I'm not monetized, baby. There's nothing to monetize yet. I'm just trying to remember how to cycle through my weapons. It's like page up or something? No. Oh my god, don't make me look it up. Controls. Ugh. Ugh. Next weapon. C. Course. Duh. Duh. C. Next weapon. So we're going to use spooky red dots. And you're going to see also... no, we're going to go spooky red dots. We'll be okay. We'll be fine. Alright, these things. Oh, we already have company. These are biters. They're the most basic enemy we're going to deal with. They drop little slowies. We're going to shoot. Just until we can get over here, and then we're going to do this. Alright, we're going to retreat. Oh, we're going to die. Alright, it happens. It's the first death. It's just what happens. Let's go to our corpse. And we spawn with a gun and some ammo, so we're not like turbo mega fucked. We just gotta walk over here. Just gotta go to our corpse and pick up our stuff. No big deal. There's uranium down here. Okay, we'll check that out later. Not a concern right now. Please. Where'd you go? Hold on. Oh boy. Oh god. We're gonna die again. Oh god. Alright. Well, we're gonna have to unlock our secret ingredient. Our secret weapon, which isn't a weapon at all. It's fish. Fish let us live. They give us health. Glorious health. And we need them. Oh, do we need them? Ugh, I don't want to eat them yet, though. Alright. This is going to give us a gun. Again. That we don't need. But we're going to try and harvest our corpse. No, we're not. We're going to die. God. Alright, we're running, we're dying, we're running. Okay. Clearly, we have to bring a weapon. Or it just doesn't work. We will just get a machine gun. I wanted my shotgun back, but I forget. The plain old regular shotgun isn't very good. Sorry to say. We don't need that much. Thank you. We might not even need this much. We might need some fish. We very much well might need some fish. Alright, we of course don't care about this. We don't care about a little pistol. It doesn't matter. This will be some free ammo. Like a decent amount. We're going to pick a new research too, because why not? We're probably safe here. Right? Right. Whole reason we're doing this. Oh, and we also don't have our armor. That's what I'm missing. I'm missing the armor. What a freaking disaster this is. But see why we need the military? I'm not a military lover apologist, but here we need it. Oh my goodness. We're out of that. We need some okay, so much copper. Yes. Oh, we want a light armor. It's desperate. We're in desperate need of light armor. And we're equipped it. Amazing. And now we need some copper plates because we need to make a real gun. And there'll be fish on our corpse as well. Okay. One real gun, please. Thank you. Okay. Again. There we go. I don't need a stinky, stupid pistol. Here we go again. Here I go, killing again. Alright, see? No big deal. It's really easy. We just have to, like, you know, be a little more conscientious. Not like crazy anxious, but, you know, just kill them, eat the fish. Alright, we're good. We at least got our stuff back. We're gonna kill this worm, because he kind of killed us last time. He's the reason we died. We're gonna eat some fish. Alright. And we didn't kill him. Alright. Now, I think we can safely kill these guys. Again, not the most effective. It's a big thing. And just enjoy the sounds, for better or worse. The sooner we kill one, the easier it gets. Just like that. Now what are they gonna do? Come and die some more? Yes, that's exactly what they're gonna do. Fortunately, it's a lot of bullets. But one of the things about this game is that if you kill a biter's nest, that's what these are called, and you don't unlock more of the map, then new ones won't spawn. And early game, and if your pollution cloud goes over like a certain area into the darkness, it will rouse them. But like, we're not concerned about that yet. It's not a big deal. Oh my god, we're out of ammo. That's crazy. Alright, well, I mean, good thing we chilled out for a second. Let's make more ammo, I guess. I did not think we'd run out, but I guess we were doing a lot of shooting. We have these gun turrets, which will protect us, but really, if we delete the menace, we don't need protection. This is done. We're running out of things that just use this science. We will need this. Let's just get it going. Again, we have things working okay. We don't have to, like, freak out. Okay. Let's go try and kill some more dudes. So this little green patch, you can see the patches, like this is a coal patch, this is a uranium patch. Uranium is useful, but like we're not even close to like using that yet, so don't even worry about it. All right, we want to kill, first we got to deal with the biters. Actually, and we can shotgun here, it's probably actually useful. Okay, and then we're going to switch off, and we're going to attack. So if we do this wiggle move, it often gives us a little bit of leeway from the worms because they're predicting where we're going to go, but we can move very fast. So as long as we don't get caught, which we are as we speak, we just gotta keep wiggling. Just keep wiggling. Ooh, we almost got you though. I want to kill you. There we go. Alright, we're out of fish. We could use some more fish, so we're gonna go get more fish. You slowly heal, but like, it's really slow. We need the support of our fish brethren. Oh, it's coming up. So we're just gonna let it ride. And we're just gonna shoot the rest of this. Is there another worm? Nope. Shotgun's gonna do work. Look how much faster it is at killing these. And I can sort of get some scatter here. I'm better off using the fish and killing these, because then I'm just going to use less fish, because they're dead. As long as this is hitting, we're gonna be satisfied. Alright. Shoot the hell out of y'all. Alright. Now we're gonna get this one before they activate. We should have enough to get through that. More stone. Not important right now. Okay. We can zoom out quite far and see how slow and small we are in this world. Isn't there... I feel like there's usually music, but I'm not hearing any. Oh, music's off. Okay. It's not always bangers. It's kind of sometimes ambient spookies, but it's better that way. It's something. Ambient spookies is still something we enjoy, and we're happy we're. Just gotta get ya. Okay. And then we can get rid of y'all. Okay. Now I can go all in now. Oops, let's heal. We're just gonna keep moving. Again, if we can get them in front of us while we still shoot, that's ideal. We're out of fish, so we're going to evacuate. Or are we? I'm feeling a little ballsy. We're just gonna kill them before they get to us. Then we're good. Okay. Almost done with this one. And one biter, really not that big of a deal. It's just, there's eventually a lot of them. And that's always bad. You might think, well, this isn't so bad. If you just have some fish, no big deal. The problem is, the nests get bigger. Like, they have more nests. There's more worms guarding them. Okay, music's a little loud, I think. I don't know. That's just what I think. No one's telling me otherwise, but... Oh, it's actually so much better to have it playing. I was not paying attention to that. Usually I have my own music going on, but I don't know. I used to have my Spotify subscription, but it lapsed because no money, and now I just forgot to put it back on. I was wondering why it was so quiet, but now it isn't. Look at this. Like I said, if it stops using it, then we aren't worried. We'll probably need this too. Okie dokie. This is still working. I think we kind of need... Oh, we're probably out of materials. No, we're not. This is just slow. Yeah, this is just a slow action. Alright, well, we're gonna... So, we're gonna do what is beloved... What is lovingly called in the community, spaghetti. Which is where you don't plan, you just kind of like vibe. Can we even spaghetti? I don't know. Let's not worry too much about this. So all these labs don't mean anything because we're not making anything fast enough for it to matter. What is our plan now? Now that we have the biters gone, I'm less worried about, like, you know, them coming to kill us. Because if the pollution cloud reaches them, then they, like, get pissed. And they grow and they attack and all sorts of stuff. Now, what do I want to do? I think we just got to get electricity moving. Because it's going to be important. And that means we got to get coal going. I don't think... Well... Okay, no matter what happens, we need coal. So we need to be able to drill. So let's drill. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And we're going to use the burner drills. Well, actually, we don't need to do that yet. We have the transport belts. We're going to do something where we can use both sides of the... not like that. Not like that. Okay. This is not working as intended. Here. No. Here we go. So, little fiddly, but it's fine. So these are going. What we want is we want to make so, look, we're out of power. This is exactly what we were concerned about. We're going to fill this up for now. But eventually, we're going to want to make more of these. And to do that, we're going to need to be able to fuel these all. So we're going to make it so that the fuel comes to it. And just like that, we're out of transport belts. We might just start making some gears over here because we need them a lot. We need a lot of gears to start. Eventually, we're going to start being a little more particular about how we do things. I'm just not quite there yet. And I don't think I'm going to be there tonight. We're just getting a feel for things right now. In fact, there's so much to consider. But we're just gonna automate. Whatever you automate means you don't have to worry about it as much, and that's really nice. So we're just gonna put some gears in here. We're just gonna put some metal sheets, and I'll make some gears. Your ideal is that you're gonna have everything automated, so you don't have to actually make anything with your hands, and you can just have things ready when you need them. That is a taller order than you think to start. But if we want to do it, because what we'd like to do is we'd like to have enough space so we can like work in peace. But space takes a lot of iron to make this, so we can move to get the transport belts to move different places. But if we're content with a little bit of waiting, which I just might be, we can also move things later. We don't have to be too precious. I'm being too precious. Let's be real with ourselves. We're being too precious. Also, the reason why we did this is because we're going to get some of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 9, 10. There. So much easier. It's trees in the way. Okay. Now we just run it down. And we're making more. Making money moves. Definitely making money moves. And we finished. We're just going to let ourselves ride while we do this. Oh, this pauses. Never mind. This is not going to be relevant for a while. But, again, we don't have more science yet. So we're just going to let it ride. Now again, what I mentioned about the burner miner drills is the perfect reason for this. Because the burner miner drills will take in coal, feed it to themselves, and then do this. So even if the power goes out, which would make these electric ones stop working, this will still kick on. And that's what's important right now. Okay, let's make some more of this. Let's get a little more serious about our science. The science is going to be the easiest way to like start being like, okay, here's what we're trying to do. It'll make it a lot clearer what needs to be done. And we'll just start making things. We need iron. we need copper. We're starting to need copper. Not a ton. But what we should start doing... Well, first, let's go refuel everything up here. For now. Pretty soon, we're not going to be wanting to use these mining drills at all. We're going to want to use electric ones because, of course we do. Instead of moving coal up here, we can just have coal in being burned. And that can be used to power things. Again, more the reason for to have these electric poles. We're just going to start making an electrical network that goes up this way. So I think what I can do, I can hold this, yes, and I'll start doing it the max length. Ugh. Knowing this sort of stuff is what makes this game possible to actually like engage with. Because otherwise, you're just kind of like lost. Okay, this is used up, so the ore does not last forever. This has been all used up. So we're going to say goodbye. And we're going to keep this going. To do this. Also, let's not get too crazy because the electric miners take up a little more space, I believe. And there we go. We need gears and this sort of stuff. So we're starting to need things for sure. This will be replaced as well. Oh. And we'll start getting things out of here. So the burner mining drills, do they power themselves? They do not. They sure don't. So we will also be getting, we'll be putting the electric mining drills over there as well. Now this is the kind of song I'm talking about for this game. Do boo do 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 boo do. Alright, we are no longer interested in these. Friendship over. We're going to, can we delete? I forget how you like get rid of these. Oh, middle click, middle click. Yeah, so look, these are already, these are bigger. Okay. We're just gonna take these back. You can spread these out, but it's not that important too. Not right now. Not for us. Maybe for someone else. Not for us. Okay. So, now we don't have to fill those with stuff anymore. Which is glorious. Because otherwise, there's really no telling what would happen. Okay. We're going to do another mining drill. This one's just going to the stone. Nothing crazy. Again, we don't need this right now. Very badly. But later, we might. So, we just like get it going. Maybe we can get a little stockpile. We're also going to do this. Put it right here. And we need more poles. That's just how it goes. Okay. And we need even more. We need wood, which is crazy. Absolutely insane to need wood. We have, I mean, ooh, the guns. Hold on, I got a bunch of guns to drop on the ground. Yes. Look, it's like a group of them decided to just go into the wilds. It's kind of beautiful. I don't know why I insist on making that shrine to be beautiful. It might be. It might not be. I know what I want it to be, and that's all you want to do in the world is make things the way you want them to be. Okay, this stuff is mining, but now we have to implement a very important aspect of this game. It is called the furnace stack. So we have, not that many, please. we have all this stuff going on. But what we really need is a way to just start making materials without having to touch it. Because the more we touch it, the less effective it is. So we're going to do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do 10 here. And we're going to do... we're going to do 2, 3, 4, 5 here. And then we're going to start planning out. So what we want to do... We want coal to come in. And then we want to pick up the coal. We're gonna make more burner mining drills because burner inserters because this is the last place where they shine, the only place, because they pick up the coal. I've already said this a million times, but like, you know, we'd like to not have to worry about them, and these are cheaper. I don't have to route anything to like make them happy. 3, 4, 5. So now we're going to do some stuff with some things we haven't built yet. So these are splitters. They are kind of expensive, but extremely handy. Extremely handy. Essentially what they're going to do is make it so we don't have to make a bunch of... So you have these belts of things, that's fine. But what you're really concerned about is you want to make sure things are going where you need... I'm rambling. This is pointless. I'm just going to wait and show you. And it's pretty intuitive, so it's not like it's that big of a deal. You know, we are going to pick these up because I remembered one of the trials we're going to be having. Okay, we can make steel now. Great. We're not going to do that right now. Let's study a radar, because why not? Alright, we're going to need some electronics. What do we need? We need inserters. Inserters require circuits. Circuits require... Circuits require copper. See, imagine if we were, like, look. We'd be attacked right now. And then we'd be totally messed up. We wouldn't be able to concentrate on things we're doing. So it was worth dying all those times. We're just going to make as many of these as possible, because we clearly need them. For regular things and for not regular things. We had our splitters. We're just going to close that off for now. So this is we're gonna feed the coal this way. And we're actually going to do this. So we want to try and make sure that our power gets coal first before literally anything else, because if it breaks, we are in trouble. So we're going to route it up this way. Is this ideal? Yes. No, it's not ideal. If I said it was ideal, I would be lying. But that's one of the things you have to say about this game. It's just you're never going to have it just right. You're going to have inefficiencies. And you just have to keep on moving forward. It's just like life. You're not going to get it perfect. You just have to get it done. You just have to do things, and you won't regret it. You just keep moving. So many times in this game, you'll just not know what the hell to do. But you just start fiddling, and then it becomes pretty clear what's your bottleneck. And then it becomes clear how you fix that bottleneck. Ideally. I still kind of want the... I kind of want the burners here. No. No. Why am I being so indecisive? Yeah, because of this. Yeah, this is just going to be... We're just going to do the burners here. I know I just flip-flopped like 40 times, but it's just going to be better this way. And plus, I made them already. Sue me. Got a lot of coal. I'm going to fill up these because there's nothing else I can do with it. And it'll just take up space otherwise. We need a lot of transport belts. We are making some... It's not that many. Oh, let's get this going. Okay, now this will have our coal going in. And then we're going to have our ore coming in. And that will give us the opportunity to put it in here. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to put the power poles here. And we need more power poles. And we need more copper, more power poles. Oh, Lord. And the copper stopped because it's just one. It's just a baby. There's more coal in there, but I don't care right now. Alright. We need more of these. Like, we're gonna constantly need a lot more of them, but... And then these. We need 15 of them. These are longhand inserters. They're really funny because it's just so... Oh boy. We need to change our power situation a little bit. Actually, we can totally... This can go on this side, right? No, it can't. Hell. Oh, hell. And then we need to connect these. And then we connect here. Okay. So these are connected, but... Okay. We're going to finagle this because it's going to be smarter. Even though it doesn't feel like that. Okay, that works. Okay, this needs to be switched. Okay. This needs to be switched. So what we want to do, what these longhand inserters do, oops, that's turned around. They will pick up these items. This is so annoying. But it'll do. This is not the long-term solution. It's just what works right now. Okay. Now here. Ugh, I have to... This is not the direct... Wow, that was perfect. That was crazy. I can't believe that we had the exact number of these. Okay, now we can route the ores over here. And I think we're going to, in advance, we're going to make some underground belts because I'm confident we're going to need them. And we're going to start breaking this down. We'll let those finish because why not? We're going to clear this off. And we're even going to back up a little more. This is a sound I've gotten very used to. Doesn't mean I should have, but I have. Okay. What we want to do is we want to bring this down from here. Okay. Let's do this even further this way. So I want to get the copper over here too. But you might be like, whoa, wait a minute. How are you supposed to get it under here? These are underground belts. They will save your life all the time. So this lets you bring things underground. I know, very hard to conceive and understand and perceive. I don't know if I can pick these up. Good enough. We're just gonna like do something like this. Just want this working. We don't need that much of this right now. Again, we will need these undergrounds, because otherwise, it's never gonna get across safely. Oh, wait. That was stupid. Alright, so, like, here. Awesome. So, as you can see, we have iron that is just coming out. And we're going to have some copper that's just coming out. We successfully automated some of this. We are going to do another little thing. So as you can see, this is getting clogged up because these can only put on one end of the what's it called? One end of the belt. And we would rather that not be the case. So we're going to just split it and put it back together. This is definitely not the most efficient way to do this, but it is a way to do this. That doesn't make me want to pull my hair out. At least not immediately. We got plenty of iron ore. Really not worried. Now we want more power. We need wood. Again, it's always really crazy when that's the thing that's limiting you, is like wood. So look. This is exactly why we're concerned. Look. This isn't working anymore. That will not do. When in doubt, it's nice to just take your power along with other things. Because otherwise, you're just going to lose track of things. And it's going to be messy. And you're going to have to build things anyway. It's always a good choice to just build things next to each other. Also for purposes of things later down the line. Oh my god. Copper. We have so little copper. But we don't... I keep saying we don't need that much of it. And we don't right now. But we need some. Wow. Used all that up. Ugh. Let's see. Let's see what our power looks like. I forget how to look at this. Here we go. So we're satisfying as much of our power needs as we need. Production, not so good. Or production will fill up as we need it. Let's add some iron plates. And we're going to go back to making electric poles once we... I forgot. That was the whole point, as I was trying to get some copper. Okay. We're good. We're still good. Again, you can just hold down on here. Great. That was definitely the limiting factor there. For now, we're going to be a little bad. And we're just going into chests. Because we definitely need this stuff, but... There. Actually, we're going to pick it up for now. I'm not sure that this is going to... that these are going to be able to... We can make fast inserters, right? Okay. This is actually a game changer. We really need these. As you can see, these are fine, but, you know, they're kind of slow. Fast inserters are fast, which is unheard of so far. This has been very slow, doing almost everything here. But look at where we've come from. We had nothing. We were walking back and forth between here forever. But now we have like more stuff and we killed things. I'm calling it a great success because I need that to keep me going. Okay, right. I was doing this. This will happen a lot. It's kind of like old school RuneScape. You'll have a plan about what you need to do and then how you get to that point. And then you'll just like completely forget what that is. You'll finish the thing you were doing to make the thing better, but you won't remember why you're doing it in the first place. Happens constantly. Oh man. Probably gonna end stream in a little bit. Getting sleepy. Honestly, I didn't plan on streaming tonight at all. But it is what it is. And I'm happy I got to. I've been meaning to do this for a day or two. Because it is an interesting time. Are these burner drills? Oh, please. No. Electric, please. This game is basically done. This game was in early access for like a decade. It's the only game this game studio has made. I finished the full version. It came out of early access. It was Steam Greenlight was where it started with, which is even older. And then they finished the 1.0 version, and then they're like, this is cool. We made some extra things, some free updates, and they're like, but we're not done. And they weren't. So they just made a DLC, which is normal. And then they finished the DLC and they're like, great, that's all we wanted to do. We don't have more ideas. We'll make it so people can mod and then they can do it themselves. And they certainly have. There's lots of overhauls for this that make it more difficult or use different like strategies. Which I will watch videos of people doing that, but I don't know if I have the brain for that. Is this good enough now? I think it's good enough now. I'll leave those burner drills just in case I need them. I need some like random coal. I'm not super convinced I will. But that's okay. Alright. So here's the plan. I don't think I'm going to have the energy to do this tonight. But the plan is we want to make red and green science. And we don't want to have to make it ourselves. This is like the first big hurdle. Red science is pretty easy to make. You need 2 assemblers, 1 to make gears from iron, and then 1 to make the packs with the gear and copper plates. Logistics science packs are a little more complicated. We need transport belts and inserters. Transport belts, not that big a deal. It's just iron plates and iron. Like, you can have one iron source that fuels one assembler to make the gears, and then one more to make the transport belts. The inserters are a little more complicated because it's the same components, but you also need to make electric circuits, which requires iron and copper cable. Copper cable requires a copper plate, so you need at least one assembler to make the copper cables. You need at least one assembler to make the circuits. Oop, lost my place. Then you need to make the inserters. Then you need to make the circuits. Then you make the inserters and the gear wheels. And then you make the the transporter belts and the gear wheels. And then you finally combine into the science. You see why we just didn't really bother with anything but the red. Because the solo red sciences go by really fast. And then you don't have to worry about them basically ever again. Red science is really nothing to ever be concerned about. Because you're always... It's made so easily. It's made so quickly. Because you don't have a lot of components. Some of the future sciences... Like, even this one... Like, crafting... Like, you can tell right here. Crafting this takes 5.5 seconds. Crafting this takes 8.7. And there's space for more sciences. They get a little crazy. We're going to wait for this to finish. And then I think we're going to call it. I'm excited to get started again. I imagine this is going to be one of the last times I start this game again. Outside of something crazy. Because I played the early game probably like 4 times. And I get better at it every time. But I also think this maybe is the worst I've done it. Because it's been so slow. But I don't know what to think. Next time, we're going to make... I think what we want is advanced metal processing. This will give us better furnaces. Which is not a high bar. It still needs coal. Eventually we get electric furnaces where that's not even a thing. I'm going to check the power one more time. Yeah. We're making enough power. Okay. We're going to save game. We got to think of a fun name though. I've used Genesis. I've used Epoch. Oh, here they all here. Work it out. This is like my first, obviously, you can see by how long it's been. Power, I don't know why. Co-op, this is one I played with a friend. Full, I don't know. Backup, clearly it was like a backup of one of these. Probably of the co-op. Singularity. This was probably like the 1.0 version where I was really excited to play. Epoch was my latest one. Spoilers for this. But this got me to another planet, which was cool. I think I picked the wrong planet though, because it was a little outside of my comfort zone. And it's kind of bounced off. Because I did what I wanted to do. But I want to beat this game and the DLC at some point. I think it'll take me a long time. But we need a name. I don't want to say finale because that's just begging to like not be right. I don't know. This is stupid. I always get obsessed with naming things in a specific way. I want it to be like... I want to have something from it. I'm just going to have to name it something stupid. Epoch is a great name, in my opinion. Anthropocene. That's not how you spell it, though. Just call it grand. I don't know. I don't know why I'm in this way. Okay. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Yeah, this is Travis. Thanks for joining, Travis, for a bit and chatting. Sorry I missed you. We gotta do our best. Look, this is kind of what we looked like earlier, but this is even more organized than we were. Okay. Thanks for watching. See you next time.